Hi, my name is Nicole Scott from Mobile Geeks, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Gigabyte P34. Now, usually I don't review 14-inch devices because I believe that 13.3 is kind of the maximum for true mobility. But I'm making an exception today because this bad boy comes with an amazing graphics card. So let's get right into it. So in case you're wondering, it is pretty crazy to put a GeForce GTX 760M into a 14-inch notebook. This Nvidia graphics card is based on their Kepler architecture, and they've paired it with a very powerful quad-core processor, Intel's Core i7, the 4700HQ. Taking a walk around the system, we have a USB port, SD card slot, another USB, a full-size HDMI, and there's the PSU. Taking a look around the other side of the system, we have a connecting lock, full-size Ethernet port, full-size VGA, two USB 3.0s, and a headphone jack. You'll also get 16 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM, along with a large 750 gigabyte hard drive and a small 128 gigabyte mSATA SSD. The resolution is 1080p, and what I absolutely love about this device is its non-glossy finish. For those of you who know Gigabyte for their motherboards, you know these guys over here in Taiwan absolutely love overclocking. And what's very unique in a notebook is that they've actually included the ability to overclock the processor. So Gigabyte has been improving and including their Smart Manager on all of their devices since I've started reviewing their notebooks. So one of the interesting things that you can do from a quick launch is they have a smart fan, right? So you can put it on stealth, because one of the things is this unit is noisy. So one thing that is cool is you can do a GPU boost, right? So you can actually boost your graphics. So turbo is off, we can put it into performance, or let's listen to what happens when you put it in extreme. You can hear the fan just kick in. Now what if I just kind of said stealth mode and GPU, right? So that turns it down while clocking it up, so the unit is going to get hot. So you can actually customize how you want your unit to run. So you can put it on to, just auto. And then with it in extreme, it'll just run real loud. So that's one of the cool features. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on GPU Extreme with the Smart Fan on, and then I'm going to do a little bit of benchmarking, and then I'm going to show you the two different results, whether the GPU turned up and the GPU turned off. So let's start off with GPU turned off and 3D Mark 11. If you take a look at the Cinebench score, you can see that this can actually compete with other high-end devices and other gaming notebooks. The graphics card that comes on board is a model lower than the high-end range. The DirectX 11 GeForce GTX 760M is very similar to the GTX 765M in regards to specs. Both GPUs have 768 unified shaders and 2 GB of DDR5 video memory. The main difference is the core clock. Instead of 850 MHz, the GT760M only runs at 657 MHz without turbo. The GPU is based on Kepler architecture and therefore manufactured in the 28nm process. The GT760M is roughly twice as fast as the GT750M, which is a lot more common, but it's around 30% slower than the GTX 770M. When it comes to battery life, don't be expecting this to win any battles. Because of the discrete graphics card and the 1080p display, if you decide to play at maximum brightness, you'll only get about 1.5 hours of battery life. If you're just doing some web browsing at 50% brightness, expect around 3 hours. Now that we've taken a look at the system, why don't we check out a couple of games. Alright, so Need for Speed Most Wanted is working perfectly fine. I'm going to have a crash just to see how it goes. It dropped down to 35 frames a second in there. But yeah, overall it maintained 50.
Captain Rumford, more data coming. We can't open the gates until we drive them back. They keep coming.
Alright, so here we got StarCraft 2.
Call in that special delivery we talked about.
Let's get frame rates up in the corner.
Thanks for the assist. We're with you, Rainer.
Work hard, stand proud. We must all sacrifice one.
Thanks so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please like this video, leave us a comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel.